I'm not the biggest fan of children, but I can't help but feel a little sorry for them. Good evening, everyone. I was recently made aware of something called the Common Core. It's basically this curriculum that's given to public schools. Supposedly, the purpose behind the Common Core program is to give kids a more rigorous education and encouraging them to form their thoughts and conclusions based on a concept's fundamental ideas. But still, they are super strict about it. It's not even fucking funny. But somebody on reddit.com posted or shared a video, I don't know, about this mother filming her little girl doing this really arcane and stupid math problem. I forget what the problem was exactly, but I more or less understood the basic idea behind it. So let's say that it's something like, I don't know, 703 plus 869. Obviously, 9 plus 3 is 12, you carry the 1, plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. The answer is 1,572. However, if a fucking 4th grader were to turn this into his or her teacher, that would be seen as wrong. Even though this is fucking correct, it's still wrong. This is how you do it Common Core style. Grab your pencils and get ready to take notes, kiddos. 703. This is the ones. This is the tens, this is the hundreds. There are 7 hundreds. Let's represent them by squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 0 tens and 3 ones. Let's represent the ones by dots. 1, 2, 3. 703. 869. There are 8 hundredths. 1, 2, 7, 8. 6 tens. The tens are represented by lines. 1, 2, 6, and 9 ones. 1, 2, 8, 9. Let's add these all together. 1, 2, 15 hundredths. Oh! Bear in mind, whenever there are 10 squares, they combine to form 1 cube, which is equivalent to 1,000. Therefore, because there are 15, we get 1 cube and 5 squares. So let's draw fancy. Big ass cube. That's 1,000. 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 tens. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, because there are 10 ones, they combine to form 1 line. Therefore, we cross all these out, and one of these, combining them into another line, and 2 little dots. Therefore, the final answer is 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 2. 1,000 plus 500 plus 70 plus 2, 1,570. If you do everything to the right of this line, you are correct. Even though it took me 17 fuctillion minutes to fucking do. However, you do this, it's nice, it's simple, it's organized. It only took me not even 30 seconds. You're wrong. You are wrong in the eyes of a 4th grade teacher. Let's do another example. Let's do some subtraction. Let's say 387 minus 130 2. 7 minus 2, 5. 8 minus 3, also 5. 3 minus 1, 2. It's 255. However, you turn this in to Mrs. Teacher, she is gonna give you an X for the day and will make you sad. Why? Because you did it wrong in the eyes of the Common Core program. This is the right way. You draw this funky ass number line, a 387 on one end, a 132 on the other, and you basically have to figure out the difference between these two numbers in a very illustrative and stupid and convoluted format. Let me show you how. First, you have to know the concept behind friendly numbers. Aww. Friendly numbers are basically numbers that you use if you're too stupid enough to not know how to do this. However, I can't blame the kids because they're fucking forced to do this shit. 300 and 200 are what you'd call friendly numbers. First you have to figure out the difference between 132 and 200. 132, 200. 140 is also a friendly number. I mean, not as friendly as 200, but 140 is definitely an acquaintance. What must you add to 132 to get to 140? 133, 134, 135, 139, 140. That's 8. So the difference between here is 8. If we count to tens, what is the difference between 140 and 200? 150, 160, 190, 200. That's 60. So the difference between here and here is 60. The difference between 132 and 200 is 60 plus 8. That is 68. So the difference between 200 and 300, the friendly numbers, is a 100. Since 300 is such a friendly number, it could tell us that the difference between these two, 87. So now we have to add these numbers up. 100 plus 68 plus 87. Oh no, that's too fucking complicated. Ooh. Especially these two right here. So what do? We use the stupid system of lines and dots. 68. 68 plus 87. 8. 7. Let's use 10 of these lines to make one square. 1, 2, 10. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 40. But wait, maybe we can use all these dots to make 110. Ha! 1, 2, 10. And what's left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 155 plus this 100 equals 255. Do these numbers not equal each other? Of course they do! What is the use of overcomplicating all of this shit? Ugh. Oh, but wait folks, that is not all. Wait till we get to multiplication. 42 times 13. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 4, 12. 1 times 2, 2. 1 times 4, 4. Add them all up. 6, 4, 5. It's 546. This is correct. But at the same time it is wrong, like Schrodinger's fucking cat. Get this. This is the new method. Use this wizardry known as lattice multiplication. 42, 13. First you make these bullshit squares, and then you divide them in half. And then you multiply each of the numbers depending on where they cross. Okay, 2 times 1 is 2, or 0, 2 in this case. 2 times 3, that's 6, 0, 6. 4 times 1, 4, 0, 4. 4 times 3 is 12, 1, 2. Okay, and now here is where things just get thrown out the window. You make these big ass diagonal lines, and you add everything in them. Here, there's only a 6. Therefore, we just put a 6 down here. Here, in between these two, 2 plus 0 plus 2, that's a 4. And here, 1 plus 4 plus 0 is 5. Oh, look at that. The answer also matches this answer. Come on! I will tell you this, my kindergarten teacher did use actual beads and 10 beads glued together and like these wooden squares and these wooden cubes to also explain to us like the same concepts with the squares and the cubes and the lines and the dots and so on and so on. However, she did this to explain how and why addition and subtraction work. However, if these kids, they don't draw the cubes and the squares and the lines and the dots and the lattice multiplication, blah, 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 blah. If they don't do that on their paper, or if they simplify things, they will get points deducted from them for not following the Common Core. And that is why this is all bullshit. Oh, but let's forget about math. The schools are giving them more non-fiction to read than fiction. It's like a 70-30 ratio or something like that. And, why? Well, these are kids. Their minds are at the peak of their imagination. It's not even funny. I mean, kids love stories. Kids like fiction. It's basically telling them to not use their imagination, telling them that the facts are the only thing that's right and that nothing is up for interpretation. And apparently, they have to base their statements or answers or whatever based on what is written on whatever they have to read. In other words, they have to base their judgments based on what is written rather than what is not written. Hello? Critical thinking skills? We need that. But what gets me the most out of all this is that kids are basically not wanting to go to school anymore ever since the whole Common Core thing. Seriously, just look around the internet. Kids are basically having their pencils, their papers, their erasers, and a box of tissues next to them. I feel terrible for these kids. These kids are showing symptoms of depression, anxiety, nervous breakdowns. Are you fucking kidding me? These are kids going through their childhoods. Hell, this should be the time of their lives where they should be out and about, exploring the world, being curious, being imaginative, being happy, because they will never relive such a wonderful and innocent youth ever again. I mean, I hate kids. I'm not a big fan of them. But still, we should at least be nice to them because they are the fucking future of the United States of America and the entire world. Seriously, if this shit keeps going on, I'm gonna homeschool my kids. Because my kids, they're not gonna be saddened, nor will they have feelings of powerlessness or feelings of stupidity for being part of a stupid system that's giving to every single student under its jurisdiction when all of the students within it are different students with different minds that think differently. It's like educational socialism. This thing has to be fixed and fast, because this thing is a friggin' detriment to our kids. Well, not my kids, I don't have kids, your kids. This thing is making our kids stupider. This thing is making our kids think only on the fundamental concepts of a thing and not the actual thing itself. If you guys have kids and if they feel terribly uncomfortable with this, just get them out. If you feel the need and if you can afford it, by all means send them to a private school that's uninfluenced by all this government shit. Or homeschool them, because the best teacher is someone who actually loves the students and wants to see them grow emotionally and intellectually and physically and in all aspects. I should be a homeschool teacher. Nah. But I don't know. I'm going to leave that to all of you parents out there. Take care and kick ass, kiddos.